And y'all on Mila, everybody, greetings and well met. So again, with this live video, this is going to be based off of my other video that I had done, showing you guys my created deck here. So in this particular video, I'm going to share with you guys the divinatory meanings as they apply to me and things like that. So to begin, here we have the green ghost of the east. Again, these ghosts are not true ghosts in the sense of the word. They're not spirits of those who have died. These are just manifestations of one of the wuxing 5 elements or 5 phases of nature. So again, the green ghost of the east is all about inspiration, ideas, growth, of nurturing one's ideas, and is a reminder that this is the time of preparation and paying attention to the details of what one wishes to accomplish. So think of it like planting the seeds, tending to the fields, and just nurturing those seeds as they grow and planting those ideas and things like that, and making sure that everything is ready to be able to grow as time goes forward. Then we have the red ghost of the south, which is all about action and process. It is about taking appropriate action towards one's goal, and that now is the time to take ideas into action. So here it's all about the drive, the force. How are you going to go about doing what it is that you need to do? Go out and do what it is that you need to do. Again, this is about taking action. Like, you need to take action. There is things that need to get done. So this is also about not procrastinating and things like that. The yellow ghost of the center is all about securing and guarding wealth. This is a reminder that one should save up wealth, build up capital for emergencies, and not to squander wealth on others recklessly. So this is all about saving, securing wealth for future generations and things like that. Again, this is that saving opportunities and making sure things don't slip away from you for any number of reasons. The white ghost of the west, however, is about reaping the harvest and is a reminder of spending wealth wisely. A reminder that now is not a time for overspending and a time to invest wisely. Again, reaping what you sow. Again, the ideas, reaping the fruit of your own labor and things like that. But at the same time, how to utilize what it is that you have grown, what you have done appropriately, and spending wisely, budgeting and things like that, and not being recklessly buying every little thing. So buying the necessities rather than the wants or the needs. That's what this one is for. And kind of just like budgeting. Then we have the black ghost of the north. And this one is all about absorbing wealth, saving wisely. And that now is not the time for action, but a time for rest. This is not a time for spending or investing into things, or like investing into new projects. It's not the time for that. It's not time for investing into like hobbies or what have you. Now isn't the time to invest in other things. However, this is a time to save money and invest into new ideas for future projects. Again, similar to how the yellow ghost is about saving for later opportunities, this one is more so like generational wealth, things for family members and things like that. This is more like saving for like the minor things, the wants, the needs, and all that fun stuff. So the black ghost is just that reminder that we need to learn to save wisely and to invest into the future projects, future ideas, to build up the capital that is necessary for, let's say, if we want to do or like go bungee jumping, we have to budget, manage things, save up money and things like that. So that's more like the ideas part. Like you need capital for that. But the yellow ghost is about saving capital for things like buying a house, buying a car, savings for the family and things like that, and all that fun stuff. Then we get to the four guardians. And here we have the Siriu, the green dragon, the guardian of the east, which represents renewal, growth, and vitality, embracing change and new beginnings with courage and adaptability, trusting in your inner wisdom to navigate challenges and to emerge stronger. That's what this one is. Then we have Suzaku, the red vermilion bird, guardian of the south. And Suzaku represents passion, transformation, rebirth, embracing your creativity, your own intuition, to trust in the process of transformation and to allow yourself to rise from the ashes of the past. And to be renewed and refreshed. Then we have Byaku, the white tiger, the guardian of the west. And in this one, Byaku represents strength, protection, and courage, to stand strong in the face of adversity, to harness your inner strength and resilience, trusting in your abilities to overcome obstacles and to protect what is dear to you. Then we have Genbu, the black tortoise snake of the north. And this one represents wisdom, longevity, and protection, to seek inner wisdom and guidance from your ancestors, to embrace change with patience and adaptability, knowing that you are protected and supported as you navigate life's journey. And then finally, we get to the guardians, and here we have the fire guardian of purification. And again, this one is more like when negativity builds up and is as thick as tar. So this is when like obstacles and things like that are heavy and can't be brushed away like dust that has built up. And you can't just brush away that dust and clean the spot. So this is more like build up, the negativity build up that needs to be purified, burned, to be cleansed, cleared, and purified, and things like that. So this is for removing heavy obstacles, letting go of things that are no longer necessary, the heavy burdens and things like that. So this is about purifying and letting go of those things that are not necessary, that hold us back. So this is also about letting go of people, places, and things that weigh heavily on us. Then we have the air guardian, or the guardian of the air, which is about the connection to the creator. So again, this is also based on the great spirit and things like that with the eagle. However, this card is also a reminder that one should always connect to the creator and to connect to that higher power and to remember the blessings that are bestowed, taking the time to realign with one's goals and things like that. And a reminder of that gift and things like that. Then we have the Water Guardians, effortless movement, which is a reminder that sometimes the best action or the best option is to move with little force and to be like water rather than rigid and hard as stone. So again, this is more like going with the flow rather than to try to force opportunities or force things to happen. This is more like letting go, relax, breathe, and to go with that flow and to be adaptable to every situation that occurs, not to put your own will or force things to happen. Then we have the Stone Guardian, the protector of the land. I actually like this one just because of the way that the statue is. But this one is about representing the earth and is a reminder of grounding, taking care of one's body and home, and is a reminder to build a firm foundation before taking any venture. Like you have to be unmovable to get things done. You can't just do things and expect them to go the way you want. But this is about being sturdy, grounded, and to be able to withstand the storm and things like that may occur. Then we have the Spirit Guardian, which this one is more so not divination, doesn't necessarily have a divination meaning, but to me this card, when it appears, is just a reminder that your guardian is with you, like your spirit guardian is with you, that you are under divine protection, that there is nothing to fear and things like that. But it's also a reminder of connecting and developing your spiritual self. And then this one is a poem. So the body is a boat for the soul. The mind is the boatman, using truth dash dharma as an oar to sail the river of life. So this one, when you get down to it and you break it up, so the body is a boat for the soul. This line represents the body is a vessel, and the soul is the true self that rides the vessel. The mind is a boatman, using truth or dharma as an oar. In this line, the mind is the boatman, meaning that the body is guided by the mind dash thoughts. And the mind uses truth or dharma as a guide or a moral compass for the body to sail the river of life. In this line, life is like a flowing river, and so the body is a boat, the soul the passenger, the mind the boatman, and the oar is a tool that is used to guide the body through all of life's challenges. So it's just the reminder that sometimes we have to remember that morals, that sense of self as we go along through life and things like that. So that's that part. Next, we have the second part, which is more like the oracle cards. So again, yes, we have the high priest, which deals in manifestations. And if I recall, this one is based off of the magician. So it is about manifestation, working with the elements, and the creation of opportunities and things like that. The elder, wisdom and guidance. So this one is based off of the hierophant, the spiritual leader, the one that you look up to for that wisdom, that guidance, and a time of deeper understanding and things like that. Then we have the lovers, union and partnerships, opportunities, as well as decisions and choices. The sun, the illumination. Again, these ones are all based on the tarot definitions. So we have the sun, but this one is a little bit different because even though the sun represents positive attitudes, positive changes, this one is bringing light to things that are dark. But at the same time, that darkness holds a deeper truth that sometimes there are things beneath the surface that needs to come to light. Then we have the wheel of samsara, changing times. So this is basically like the wheel of fortune. So yes, things are changing. Things that have gone awry will soon get better and things like that. Then we have the Lord and Lady. So this is based off of the Emperor. And then we have the Empress. But in this case, the Emperor represents the power of creation, the masculine power. And then the Lady represents the feminine power of creation. So the masculine power is that driving force, the push. And then the Empress or the Lady is the pull, yin and yang, the yin and yang and things like that. So again, these still have that definitions. But to me, the Lord and Lady also represents oneself, the duality between being that positive and negative. And you can use these two as placer cards for whoever it is that you're reading. So if they, let's say, let's mix these up. So let's say if you're reading somebody and you want to use these as placers. So let's say we'll use this one as the main placer. So here you have the masculine. So here it's about action, the driving force of creativity, the yang energy of getting things done. So here the Emperor is that drive, that necessary energy and things like that, opposed to the feminine, which is more like not necessarily modesty, but it's just like absorbing. It's recessive. It's bringing things in. It's strength of a different kind, as I would like to put it. Then we have the moon, which is about mysteries and illusions, that things aren't always as they seem, that there's always something beneath the surface. And sometimes we can't always trust what we see, what we hear, what we smell, what we taste, that the physical is not necessarily the true thing. And this to me also represents the underlining definition of, I want to say that it's more like there's always more to what meets the eye. And then we have the Hanged Man, sacrifice, standstill, the Star of Hope, the Tower, disaster, upheaval. In the traditional tarot, the tower would be broken near the top or like would be struck by lightning. But this one is more like an abandoned tower. Again, it's dark on the inside, but it also looks like it's on the verge of collapse. But yet it's still standing, and there's forest or greenery around it. So this one is more so like things that are yet to happen, or like not necessarily immediate upheaval and disaster, but disaster is still imminent, but the foundations is still there, but the rest of it might collapse. Then we have the Fool, Journey, Revelations. Again, not necessarily intentional, but I still found that this one was, I wouldn't say fun for the Fool, but it's more like I enjoy it for the Fool. And then we have the High Priestess, Mystery and Potential. And then finally we get to the third part, which is this one. So we have the Endless Sea, Limitless Potential. Again, this is also based off of something fun, because the endless sea, the sea that is boundless, the boundless potential, there's no end to it. So there is nothing that is impossible. Limitless, everything is possible. So there's always something that can be attained in the endless sea. So the definition of this one would literally be that there's limitless possibilities. There is nothing that cannot be achieved if one so desires. Then we have the Void, self-reflection. So this is about returning to oneself, to let go of preconceived notions and to reflect on life choices and things like that, and to see things from a new perspective. The Meditation is about contemplation. So this one is also somewhat like the Hermit, which is about contemplation and looking within. But this is also about taking the time to come to an understanding of the things that you are contemplating and things like that. So this is just a reminder of taking that time to contemplate, to see things from a better perspective, and to take the time to breathe and relax. The Mermaid's Tear is about joy, sorrow, cleansing, letting go of things that are no longer necessary, basically detaching from that suffering and to let go, to be, and to cleanse away the emotional baggage, if you will, that no longer serves you. Then we have the Door of New Beginnings. Again, nobody knows what's beyond the door because the door is still closed. So that no matter what it is, once we step into it, it's a whole new world, a whole new place, a whole new opportunity that is waiting to be unlocked. The Sacred Circle, the Power Place, a place of power, a reminder that there is always a place of strength that you can go to become strong, to grow in power. So this is also a reminder of your own place of protection against what is evil, negative, or destructive, that you always have a sacred place, no matter where you go. The Tree of Life is about birth and blessings. So sometimes, especially for me, when this one pops up, it's a reminder that there is an infinite span of places and things, that there is always going to be something new, and at the same time, it's also a blessing because there is no setting sun, there is no setting moon, but yet there is always an opportunity to be grown, to be had. And sometimes, if you get this and you're doing things, there will always be a birth of some kind, a blessing of some kind that will eventually come to you. Then we have the council, the elders. Again, this deals in decisions that need to be made, choices that need to be made, and things like that. So this is still like, there's choices, there is decisions that need to be made, and that one should take into consideration what their elders tell them, and to seek deeper wisdom, and to trust in the counsel that you are working with, and things like that. So this is making wiser choices. Then we have the island of mystery, playfulness. So this card, I basically made this card to be somewhat like Neverland, to be a place where kids are free and happy. But to me, this particular island is more than just that. But it's a place of limitless possibilities, but it's also a reminder of that playfulness, that childlike nature. And it is a reminder that sometimes we can't take things too seriously, and that we should remember to have fun. Not just work, not just all work, I should put it, not just all work. That we should also know when to have fun, when to work, when to play, and things like that. Then we have the shamanic healing, which is about transformation. So similar to the phoenix in this particular case, this shamanic healing is more so the spiritual transformation of oneself, letting go of one's past self, if you will, or like the self that has come before, kind of like shedding away one's old pre-notion or pre-self before everything. So think of it like letting go of preconceived notions of previous actions. So it's also about not necessarily repenting, if you will, but it's more like letting go of the things of the past, to see things in a new light, and to rise above the limiting belief of oneself, to free yourself from your own chains that you've locked yourself in. So it's about transforming, letting go, moving past the negative aspects of yourself, and to become a whole new person. Then we have the source, the root of all things. So this one is more so about returning to the source, to the root, to the origin of your being, to look at yourself at the deepest core, and is a reminder that you need to pay attention to your roots, your foundation, what makes you you. And then here we have the divine child, which this one deals in innocence. So unlike playfulness, innocence is different. So this is more like that childlike aspect, that childlike nature, to be free of contaminants, to purify oneself, to have that playful yet innocent nature, and to not take things seriously. But when the divine child appears, it is that reminder of that innocence, that we all have that childlike nature that needs to be nurtured, and to remind us of that compassion, that generosity, that wisdom that resides there. Then we have the unicorn. So Again, the unicorn is also about purification, but unlike the fire guardian's form of purification, the unicorn's purification is more so of a gentle kind. It's like brushing dust off of things, and it's easily wiped away. This purification is more for letting go of negative emotions, purifying the negative thoughts and things like that do not serve you. It's about letting go of the minor things, not like the heavy burdens, but like washing your face, letting go of the negative stress of the mental and emotional. And then here we have the community or the tribe. And this is just a reminder that you have kind of like that sangha, that noble community, that support. You have people there to back you up. It's a reminder to ask for help when you know that you need it, to reach out, to grab opportunities, and to know that you are not alone, that there is that community there to help you. And then we have the Akashic records that deals in history. So this card, again, Akashic records deals in the past, but yet there's more to it. So this one is a reminder that sometimes in order to move forward, we must look back and reflect on the things of the past, so that way we don't make the same mistakes later on. So this one is also about studying, understanding, knowing the past, even of the past of yourself, but not to repeat said mistakes, and to know that those mistakes can be fixed later on. And then we have the shadow self. So again, shadow self, to look at or to look beneath the surface, the shadow self. So to me, this one is all about the dark side of oneself, the things that we do not want to look at. So this is more like looking at our reflection to see beneath the surface. And this is just a reminder that there are things that need to be addressed physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and things like that we need to address. And then we have the third part, or not even the third part, but more like the fourth part, which is the unnamed cards. But they're not necessarily archetypes. They're more like spiritual guardians or spiritual advisors. So here we have the Thai temple, which this one to me is more like a meditation place, a place of contemplation. Again, this is for like the deeper aspects of working with this deck, is that you can meditate on this card, see yourself in this particular card, this particular place, to see yourself going into that temple, all that fun stuff. But relaxation, meditation, contemplation, and freedom, merit building, and all that fun stuff. So that one is just meditation card. Just purely meditate, just relax, a sense of calm, if you will. Actually, I kind of like that place. That would be a fun place to live, if you ask me. Like, that just looks fun. Then we have this one. This one is more like a season fairy. So it's more like spring and I want to say summer and maybe fall, but it's a seasonal fairy. So this one is, to me anyways, it's more like that playfulness, like enjoying nature, enjoying the time when we have it. That's what that one is. Enjoying time, enjoying the seasons, to get out into nature, to enjoy life. Then we have this one, which is the Phoenix Guardian, the vermilion bird in human form, which is a divine protector who cleanses and purifies things to guard against evil, to banish ghosts and demons, evil ghosts and demons and things like that. So a divine protector who cleanses and purifies the the things that are evil, negative, and destructive and things like that. Then there is this one, another protector, another guardian. And then this one has that blue bladed lightsaber, which to me, this is also a representation of the sword of truth, who upholds Dharma, who upholds the Tao in a righteous way. So this is also a reminder of virtue, of moral, and things like that. Then we have this dark one. Again, even though they look like, well, in this final 6, we have 3 horned demons and 3 angels. So these ones are more so going to be reflections of virtues and morals and things like that. So this one is more so like a guardian of the mental aspect. Mental demons. In Taoism, they would be called like Shinmo, or heart devils, heart demons, mind devils, the ones that play tricks on the mind, the heart. But this one is more so like negative emotions, negative thoughts that cloud the mind. So this is also maybe the reminder that there are those things that are building up that needs to be addressed. Then we have this one, which to me, again, you have the body, the what would you call it? Kind of like sensual, the sexual appeal. This demon would be more so like a emotional demon, if you will, one that plays with the heart and is a reminder of desires, negative desires that will pull our attention away from things that are important, specific morals and virtues and things like that that need to be readdressed. So this one is probably like a reminder that we're getting too much into the mundane desires like greed, lust, and things like that, and they need to be addressed. Then we have the physical demon, or not physical in the sense like a physical demon, but it's more like a bodily type demon. Again, these 3 aren't necessarily true demons or things like that, but they address the mental, emotional, and physical aspects. So here we have this physical demon. Again, a reminder that there are physical things that we need to address, like health and things like that, that need to be addressed, and these spiritual aspects that need to be addressed as well, like we're lacking spiritually and things like that. And then finally, the 3 angels. I never really got around to fully contemplating these ones, but to me, each of these angels carries their own I'm not sure what it is. Like this one looks down, yet this one looks up, and then this one just looks to the side, looks to the middle. So this one, to me anyways, reminds me of an angel that not necessarily depressed, but is more like looking down on humans. Like they're there, but they I don't know how to explain it. It's more like how should I explain it? It's more like there's sorrow, there's sadness. Like the angel is pitying human beings or pitying the person that they're watching over. Like there's something that needs to be addressed that they can't specifically state, but yet they're still showing that pity, that kindness, and will address it. But then we have the angel that looks upwards. This angel is looking towards that spiritual growth, that spiritual ascension, if you will, and to see the brighter future, the new dawn, and that spiritual awakening, and is to guide people forward. But then we got this one. This one is unique and interesting in my I want to say that it's more like he looks back at you and like he addresses you. Like he just wants to let you know that he's there, that there is that kindness, that compassion there, and that he's there to help you. And that spiritually, mentally, emotionally, things like that, he will help you. But yeah, those are the meanings of the deck that I wanted to share with you guys and things like that. So before I end this video, let me shuffle this deck and I will give you guys a little taste of what this deck and how to read it and things like that. Let me make sure that I have this thoroughly mixed. So I'll just pull 3 cards. And then you guys can choose whichever card you guys want. I'll do 3 cards. Okay. One, two, and 3. So we'll use these 3 cards. So I'll let you guys choose, okay? 1, 2, 3. So whoever chose 1, this card's for you. So we have the Hanged Man. Again, this deals in sacrifice and standstill. Now is not the time for action. Now is the time for patience. Things may abruptly get interrupted, or whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish will get stalled. and you won't be able to achieve your goal or desire, or things will not work out the way that you have planned it. Again, patience is the key to this one. Those who have chose 2, your card is the Phoenix, the Protector, the Purifier, the Cleanser. So again, you are divinely protected. There is that protection, but there is that need for cleansing, purifying, letting go of things that aren't necessary, but also a reminder that you are protected. There is nothing to fear. So go about creating, manifesting, and doing what you need to do to accomplish your goals and desires. Those who chose the 3rd card, you guys have the Stone Guardian. So again, foundation, building up a firm foundation to become steady and not rushing, and to accomplish your goals and desires through persistent means. Which in this particular case, I would say more so is one step at a time. Don't rush it. Don't ever rush anything and all that fun stuff. So with that being said, I'll throw in one last card, and this one's going to be specifically for myself, but there are things that will be interesting. So this one I pulled is the Moon. Again, for me, this is showing my own mysteries, the illusions, the hidden aspects that I need to delve into that still elude me. Like there's always that hidden influence that I haven't necessarily addressed. And yes, I already know what I'm talking about and what I'm seeing. But yeah, there's still that mystery, that otherworldly potential that still is there. So that is it for this particular divination meanings and things like that for you guys that I wanted to share and all that fun stuff. So with that being said, you guys, love and light and blessed be.